Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play on Greenlands. Today's episode, it's probably going to go over 2 days. I say that, it might not. The first thing that we're going to do is get our, what are still grass bales, but will soon be silage bales, loaded up, because we need to get these two fields fertilised. So if we get these done, then they can ferment just sitting on trailer, can't they? Makes no odds. This is where I'm really going to miss having one of them large bale grabs, isn't it, where you can get stack 3 on. I'll have to push that one on top a little bit further in. Let's give this one a little nudge. I would never normally stack this way. I'd normally stack sort of going down the trailer, but like I said, I'd normally have that bale grab. I think it might be by Black Sheep Modern, possibly. It's the one I would normally use. I think it's about 5 grand and we only have 6, so just have to grin and bear it at the minute. Right, oh, and you know the 12 to do? I'm sure we had 16, didn't we? I think we had 17 altogether, but one was a hay bale, the one at the bottom of this field. I don't know if any of you have been watching there's some gameplay that's just come out for FS22, and it does look completely different. I can't quite put my finger on how it looks different, but I mean, the environment looks a lot better, I think. But I don't know about the machinery. I don't know if it was just the tractors that were used on there. They looked very angular, and I don't know if it's just them tractors or what. We'll have to wait until the actual main game comes out. Which, actually, I can't wait for the main game to come out. I think if we were talking about features, what would be the main sort of feature that you would want that isn't in 19 for 22? If you could have anything, what would those be? The thing that springs to mind straight away for me is sort of damage to your tractors. If you flip them or just drive into posts or gates like you've seen me do a load on this series. I think that would be quite good to have damage on it. That obviously you would have to pay to repair as well. I think that would be a good feature. I think, which I know you can get with a mod, but not on console, I don't believe. But second-hand market, I think would be brilliant as well. And it wouldn't have to be for everyone. You could have sort of marketplace, something like that, where just every now and again they change some machinery over, so it sort of drips feed you, and you wouldn't be able to choose what. So for instance, I couldn't go and just get this John Deere here. If I wanted one, I could only get one if it was sort of in stock, if you know what I mean. I think that would be a good feature. Even to the point where if you wanted a sower, they wouldn't necessarily have a new sower in, there's one there, in stock all the time. You'd just literally be left with what they've got and go from there. But I think something like that would be a great feature. It's going to be too. Oh, I wonder if I've still got a strap somewhere. No, it doesn't look like it. Might just not be heavy enough. So yeah, there's two for me. Real damage and a second-hand market. What would yours be? That's not what I'm saying. I think they're going to be in the game, because I don't necessarily think they are. It's just things that I think would improve it. because it gives you more, and it basically anything for me with more options. Anything that does that is an improvement, which is probably why I like seasons and precision farming so much, just because it gives you more options. When I said at the beginning of this video it's probably going to split over 2 days, there's no way it is. Not with just because I haven't time-lapsed this bit. It's going to all get done in this day, and then the next video I think it'll go into late spring. There's definitely something holding them. I'll see if I can do it this way and put all the straps on, then back off again. Right. See if we can push them now. I mean, that was good for stacking because it meant they didn't go anywhere, but at the same time, because they weren't going anywhere, it's taken more space up on the trailer. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit better, isn't it? Other features that I'd like to see, I'm still thinking about that. I don't know if we've spoke about it before in other videos. If we haven't, then I couldn't believe on maps like Ravenport, for example, when I first started playing the game, I couldn't believe that you could buy the ranch and not do anything with it. It was just there. It wasn't interactive. The same with there was a restaurant, isn't there? You buy it and you don't get any benefit from it. Now, I'm not saying you should instantly become a sort of restaurant owner and have to do stuff within the restaurant like that, but get benefit from it. Some sort of income from it, maybe. I mean, you pay enough, don't you? So if they're just more interactive, the maps, which with these production packs, I'll take that one off as well. With these production packs, it sounds like it's going to be. I'd also like, here's another one. I'd also like there to be a lot more older tractors in the base game, or just older machinery in general. Is that going to knock that one? Yep. Which I know why there's not, because I listened to the Farm Sim podcast, and one of the lads on there was talking about it, where manufacturers, they'll sign an agreement, but they won't necessarily want their old equipment on there. They'll basically want to show off their new stuff. But I think it'll be a lot more relatable, I think, for people with older machinery in the base game. Because I don't know about you, but I live northeast of England, and there is some sort of quite new tractors around, or machinery around, but a lot of it, especially on the smaller farms, it's old gear. I mean, just opposite where I live, there's a lad who's only, it's not a farm that he's got some sort of small holding, but parked on his drive most of the time is a restored Massey Ferguson 135. So I think having things like them in the base game straight away, a lot of people who maybe don't realise that they see farming equipment all the time might sort of, it might trigger them to think, oh, that they see one of them on a daily basis. Rather than having the brand new few £100,000 John Deere. There we go. That's going to be so heavy, isn't it? We'll take this steady to go around there, then we'll quickly get the fertilising done. And then for today, I think that's probably going to be it. No time lapses or anything. Leave this up against this wall here. Right, leave that there. Let's get our spreader. I think we might need some more fertiliser. From what I remember last time, we used quite a lot, didn't we? Right, I don't think we'll get away with that, but we'll try. I'm going to put that on quickly just to make sure that, yeah, it's active. Cover that. We'll come pick that up after. It'll have to go undercover though. It's already been out overnight once. I don't know if that's going to have affected it any. Now this isn't going down as quickly as I thought, but I still think we'll have to go and get some more. I think when we just talking about the next FS there, or just FS in general I suppose, it just shows, doesn't it, how much the modders bring to the community, to the game. Because if it wasn't for them, I mean, Giants make obviously a fantastic game, but it's what, I don't know, 50% of what we play. I think you could argue for less as well. If it wasn't for the modders, there's no way this game would keep people's attention. Not the way it does. I think we're just gonna have enough, aren't we? Right, so we're pretty much getting there. If there is something that you would like to say, I'd just be interested in knowing for FS22, then pop a comment down below and just give me something more to think about, I suppose, about how the game could change, or sort of what you could maybe incorporate yourself into the game. Use the game's existing mechanics and then just add, I don't know, sort of a roleplay element to it maybe. So yeah, just let us know, and it'll just prove for some good discussion on it. I'll do this last bit here and then we're done. Right, there you go. So that's it for today's episode. We did get it done in the day. I thought it might have went over too. When we come back in the next video, we'll look at contracts to do, and we'll see what works need doing in our own fields. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.